Hello F1 and Indycar fans. Today is September 7th, 2019. To begin with, what an amazing victory this past Sunday for Charles Leclerc of Monaco, getting his first F1 victory at the Spa-Francorchamps circuit, which last year almost cost him his life. But thanks to the Halo device, when Fernando Alonso went over his Alfa Romeo, well, it was just good fortune that it was there, so Leclerc came out unscathed. God only knows how worse it would have been. But it was a hollow victory because despite winning his first victory, his friend and fellow countryman Antoine Hubert, as you know, was killed in the Formula 2 race in the day before, and out of respect, there was no champagne spray, but still, for Ferrari to get its first F1 victory this season is a treat for us Ferrari fans.
Where's Marcus?
As for Marcus, I may have said in the last video he was going to replace Kimi Räikkönen, who hurt himself at the Alfa Romeo team, but apparently that's not true. He was in the reserve, but Ericsson didn't end up racing at all. He was just there in case Kimi Räikkönen couldn't take his rightful seat, which he did in the race, only to crash out. And as for his replacement at Portland, Connor Daly didn't get past the first corner on the first lap because of a multi-car crash that took him and his teammate James Hinchcliffe, among others, out of the race just before it begun. Oh boy, that Portland chicane has been a problem for a lot of people. They just don't know how to respect and back off when they should. Be patient is what I say, because it's quite a long race. I wouldn't push for the lead right away if I were in their shoes, especially because you don't want to crash out on the first lap, and the excess amount of yellows that take an eternity to clean up is making the race look bad on TV, if you ask me, and pretty boring wait. Anyway, as for the victory in Portland, it was another Penske victory by Will Power, his second IndyCar win this season, and 37th overall. Felix Rosenqvist has finished second, and Alexander Rossi finishes third. Now, this video is going to be brief because I'm a little pressed for time right now, and as a mark of respect for the late Antoine Hubert, who was killed at Spa-Francorchamps last Saturday, I'd like to have him in my thoughts right now, and my prayers go out to his family and friends and fans, as well as Jesse Combs, who was killed in a land speed record attempt around the same time, so I hadn't forgotten about them. And we'll see, with Charles Leclerc taking pole position in qualifying, can he make it 2 in a row and help Ferrari win on home soil? We will see if the prancing horse can gallop to the checkered flag. And as for why I'm not getting a pie in my face because of Penske won, I'm not being funny for this video because of what happened to Antoine Hubert and Jesse Combs, and my thoughts are with him right now. But hopefully the next video will be a lot more humorous and such, and I'll have time to get on with it. As for, since I said I was going to do a Pocono rant, I think I may do that in the off-season, like when the season's over, so I can tell you what I really think and why it still should never, ever be taken off the schedule. Although it's great to have Richmond on there, but both Richmond and Pocono ought to be on the schedule at the same time, because lack of ovals is not cool at all for us IndyCar fans, because that's where it all is based, and they shouldn't do it. Well, that's all for now. As I said, the green flag flies tomorrow morning on ESPN2 for the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. Will Charles Leclerc bring home a victory for Ferrari once again? We will find out if the horse can gallop to the checkered flag. I'm Aaron Cylinder, firing on all cylinders.